Hey, Mama Chipmunk. Hey, Tamarine. How's it going? How's your Thursday? Sunny Thursday? Oh, it's cloudy here. So hopefully we'll get some. It's been rainy all week. So hopefully we get some sun. Be nice. Make it feel like summer. A couple more weeks and then summer. That's exciting. Hey, Jerry Lynn. Oh, didn't want that. Fun. There you go. I'm gonna put it on my keyboard. It's 23 here. Nice. It's like 17, 16 here, I think. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Cleaning off the glasses so I can see. Damn, reading glasses. 17 people in the chat. Oh, well, hit that like button for me. I really much appreciate it. Wonder if somebody's on. Went from 23, now I'm down to 8. I know Justin's on going to be on, or Clutch and Pearl's going to be on in a couple hours. So I guess they got some receipts. I'm just kind of curious what that's about. So hopefully Momo's on our way over there later. So yeah, anyhow, don't matter. Quality over quantity. That's my motto. And I'm sure everybody's working too. Gotta go see the optometrist tomorrow. Go get my subscription glasses so I can drive at night. I look forward to that. So, only news I've got a little bit of news today, not a lot though. I really don't want to give too much Zach of a platform, but was kind of annoyed with the comments that he made this morning, and I just want to go over it. And uh, also, I've got news on the Darius MacDougall case. I'm actually going to go on the 23rd of this month. I've signed up for a search, so I'm going to go down on the 23rd of June. It's on a Tuesday. Hopefully, I can get the time off for it. I should. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Hemi. How's it going, man? Um, so yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. Um, Not looking forward to the drive, but it's a long drive, 5 hours, 5.5 hours, something like that. So, I'm looking into hopefully a friend of mine that's not too far from there will loan me a quad. So I guess they want to. Some of the search group are a little past their prime, I think, by ages, anyways, and they can only do so much. So I got a friend. Hopefully, they'll come out and they'll loan me their quad, which will be nice. So and help out whatever I can to help find Darius. Mm, excuse me, it's coffee. Um, where is it? Thought I sent it here. Please hold. There it is. So yeah, Darius MacDougall, 6 years old, 65 pounds, 4 feet. Was last seen December 21st, 2025, approximately 2.5 miles south of Crow's Nest Pass near Island Lake. Um, RCMP did confirm that he had autism, which would prevent him from responding to others who are calling out for him, increasing concern for his safety. So I think it was like maybe a week in or even 10 days in, and they called off the search. They did a few searches here and there for Darius. Um, I don't have a lot of information right now at this point. There's a lot of um, stories going around about it. It's kind of similar to the Jack and Millie case, and I feel that it should get a little bit more um, awareness. Reason being, well, it's been since September he's been missing. The family hasn't been honest. There's just so many stories that are going around about it. I'm heading back to the mountain again to help the search party again. It's a Facebook group. Um, I haven't really, the last time I was there, we kind of like, they had cadaver dogs out there on Saturday. I went up there on the Sunday. I've actually had to did a live for about half an hour while I was sitting in my car. And I did I did go out and search for a couple hours, and then I learned that the cadaver dogs were coming back that day. So I didn't stay for maybe stayed for maybe 4 hours, maybe tops. And I did some recordings as well. I did some got some pictures and stuff like that. They were actually camped right beside um this waterfall. So go take a look in my video. It's under Darius and in my channel. I was there for briefly for a bit. And like I said, it was a long day, but it was more or less I was driving. I left here about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got there around 8. Waited for people to show up. I didn't see anybody show up, so I went and drove around for a little bit. Got out of my car, went up to a section. There was a black bridge. Found some police tape down on one path. I didn't feel comfortable going on my own, uh, especially when it's bear wear. I did have bear spray with me, and however, I had water. Um, I am gonna put it out there though. If any members from Please Bring Me Home that are out there, the group actually did apply. From what I understand, the families even applied as well. Um, if Please Bring Me Home, any members that are out there, maybe put the word in the Nick's. I might email a couple people today at some point or tomorrow, just to get the word out. They're screaming for help. So, um, so I wanted to address that. So anybody from Please Bring Me Home that's out there, maybe send me an email or even, you know, um, that could help. I can give you the contact information through the group and everything. Like I said, they're needing help. I would love to be a part of that and help out. Like I said, I'm like 5.5 hours away. So if quad is needed, I can get a quad. It wouldn't be that hard. Um, so so I thought I'd talk about that a little bit today, give that a little bit of a platform. I haven't really talked much about it. I'm hoping didn't get in contact with a couple of creators today, preferably one at least, anyways. Maybe they can come out and help search, or I can maybe be a member of their boots on the ground. So either way, I'm going out on the 23rd, regardless. So that's my plan. It's a great country out there, but it doesn't serve the purpose. It's a very sad case of what happened to Darius. Again, we don't know for sure what happened with Darius. The stories are not adding up as far as, but like I said, RCMP have gone out there and conducted a couple of searches with cadaver dogs. I don't know when they're going back again. I have not heard. So, so anyhow, so I thought I'd give that a little bit of a platform today. So anybody, any members from Please Bring Me Home that are out there that are listening, um, please contact me. I'll give the appropriate contact information. Um, Maybe you guys can come to Alberta, maybe help out. I don't know what's going on with the Jack and Lily case with Please Bring Me Home. I've heard nothing much since the last search, so um, I don't know how that works. I think you got to apply a bunch of times, and I don't know really how it works. So, but I know they've reached out, and nobody's contacting them back. They've had ground search and rescue helping out um, with the RCMP a couple times already. I think they were out there the first time around. They were out there again with the dogs. Um, I just feel that this case needs to a little bit more awareness, just as much as Jack and Lily does. So, and that much attention, anyways. That's how I feel, considering he's been missing since September 21st. So, that being said, moving along. Where to start? Um, well, I guess we could start on the comments that were made this morning in Zach's channel. Let's see if I could find them. They are here. I know I put them in here. Nope. Going up, way up, just like the friendly giant. This is it. Yeah, I believe so. Excuse me. So Summer Breeze made a comment this morning, um, which was kind of interesting. And I've got receipts to back this up. What she's saying is false. Um, all I can say is in response to your comment, there's too many trolls on Zach's old profile. It was hard for him to do a live with constant interruptions and rude comments, demeaning his character. Well, I'm going to argue with that one, but he opened his new page. Also, he mentions that his community page that some old moderators had edit rights to his page. That's not true. I can back that up as well. Therefore, they were controlling his page. Now I see, sadly, they're attacking him again. Yeah, I kind of not really true, but whatever you want to call it, summer breeze, easy breezy, whatever you want me to call you. He really does not want to have a good. He really wants to have a good channel and to get the news out quickly on these true crime cases. He hasn't made any money from this page in weeks. I guaranteed easily 6 weeks or more. Bullshit. He hasn't asked for any donations in weeks. No creator can work for free though. They all charge on their page. Some charge 3 separate tiers. I do believe Zach is a good person. Oh, it's easy breezy. You're straight up delusional, you know? But hey, whatever turns your crank. Please give me a chance, like everyone on a new job. There's a learning curve. I really saw an improvement in this channel following him from day one. Okay, where should I begin? Well, we'll show Zach's comments at least, anyways. He did get a new car, supposedly on Saturday. I'm afraid it could have been illegal how they got it, and I'll explain why here in a bit with my receipts that I do have. Um, that picture kind of looked kind of photoshopped to me. It kind of looked a little bit older, maybe 14 years older, but hey, but that's just my opinion. Here was the comments that were made. Hey, Flower, I see you there. Sorry I couldn't get to see the whole comment. This was forwarded to me this morning. He said he never made a cent of any of his videos. He's never received any money from YouTube. That's kind of sort of true, but not really true. And we both know that, Zach, because I've got a recording of your own words saying the exact opposite, actually. I haven't scammed anyone. Anyone I've asked for it was directly to that. The people who help me only to lie and say differently are the ones to watch out. You should watch out for. However, either way, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you. If anybody has lied, Zach, it's been you, and you have not shown no receipts whatsoever to back up your case. So, that being said, I'm going to pull up my receipts. And believe me, you're not going to like what you see. We'll start off with the landlord. What's this one here? Here's a receipt of you begging for money, Zach, in um, you messaged somebody on the side and you were begging for money. That's the many conversations that I got on you begging for money off the side and not just in your channel. That's just a sample. So, okay. I'm gonna pull up the landlord next. This was a email sent to me by a contact that I have in Wichita who happens to work at a law firm that knows the landlord really well. So to back up your little story there, Summer Breeze, that rent's been paid up to June. It's bullshit. And this person can confirm that. Also, the landlord can back it up. I also have court documents that even if they actually paid the rent, they're still asked to leave. I have an email from the landlord stating that they gave you notice, they gave you court documents back in March, Gary and Zach, and you go to court on the 23rd of June. But that was the email that was sent to me this morning. I left some stuff out that we were discussing about. But basically, what it comes down to it, sorry, the 26th. My bad. I'm just waking up. This was a conversation I had in the chat, Zach. Conversation I had with you. Um, I'll get to the landlord here in a minute. I have that email. So that chat, Zach, I can pull up and screen record the whole thing. And basically, you were in there begging for money from your mods, asking them for money for your cat. In other words, so we've been nothing but supportive for your channel. A lot of it was about Dirk. There were times where you threatened to shut your channel down. You know, but this was a conversation you had with Mama Chipmunk. She did have some control. She created a Facebook page for you. She also and tried to add Summer Breeze, tried to add Tamara, tried to add Helping Hands, tried to add a few others. Even in our chat group, believe Tamara is in there. Hanging in there somewhere. But I can pull that whole conversation up, Zach, if you want, and I can show you the whole thing. I have it screen recorded. So, but you took away her rights without even telling her or telling anybody, and I confronted you about it, and you kept avoiding it, kept saying it was YouTube glitches, you know. So, I'll find the landlord email. Give me a second. Here's the email from the landlord. Zach has been telling people they're going to try and apply for the raft again. You can only use it once, Zach. And even if you were to pay up your rent, the landlord has asked you to leave. And there was an agreement between your mom and with them that um with the landlord and with your mom that she would take the whatever was in the rears. According to them, it was $1,100 or something like that. I don't know if you're paid up to that point. I don't really care at this point. Um, what I care about is the fact you're screwing them over because you guys are turning into more like squatters. Because now, as it stands, he's asked you to leave because he wants to move. He wants to sell his house. He wants out. So. back to that. But that's the email that I received with the landlord as well. So, and there's many times that, in fact, your mom is in the rears with an apartment building, apparently. I found that out. So it just seems like you guys just don't want to pay. You want handouts from people, and it doesn't work like that. When you expect handouts all the time, and you're more incapable of getting a job, but you kind of like sabotaged yourself. Apparently, your buddy there, Greg or Jeff, sorry, Jeff, your buddy Jeff, the one that sent me the video of the screen recording, he sent me a recording of your yard, the one where you claimed that you went to Nova Scotia and you were taking selfies in your yard. Remember that? So I can pull that up too. I've got the recording now. But that's from the landlord. He basically wanted you out. You guys were still in the rears. Even if you were to get the raft program again, which is impossible, you've already used it back in March. Um, you're still going to court on the 26th because he wants you out. So you guys got to solve that, I guess. What else do I have here? Then you claim that you didn't make any money, Zach. On your channel. Please stand by. Give me a second. There you go. Hopefully this works.
As soon as somebody puts that, I know they're trolling. Monique said, "Sorry for asking, but do you have a job except from?" No, I do not. I'm disabled actually. I'm working on getting a full disability. Right now, it's only partial, so that doesn't really help me enough. But yeah, that's why I promote my Cash App because at the end of the day, this really is basically my only income. And the other part of this is the fund that is going on to search for Jack and Lily Sullivan. So I've never touched a dollar that has been donated through YouTube. It's still there to this day, and I wanted to reach a certain amount before I went to search for Jack and Lily. And let's just say that I will be fine, but I cannot touch a cent of that. So that's why I promote the Cash App for everyone that wants to know. Appreciate that, Monique. That's why every donation helps, whether it's $1 or $3 or what. Like anything helps, But I don't do it for that, Not at all. So how's it going?
But we know that you didn't go, Zach.
As soon as somebody puts that, I know they're
Sorry about that. Here's the, receipt on the somebody got back to me. She had another apartment Carrie had, and it looks like she's in the arrears for that one too, tied up in court with that one. So I'll just show that anyways real quickly, so you guys can see that. I'm not gonna tell you who this lady is, so here's your YouTube revenue that you said, Zach. You had $270 in YouTube revenue, but you said you never made any money off of YouTube. So which is it? Those are your words, Zach. Your words. We're not making the shit up. It's your words. This wasn't AI generated. This is you. So you can say whatever you want, but now you can't have access to that money because YouTube has deleted your channel, right? They took your channel away, is what happened. And now you started up a new channel. Now you don't have access to that anymore now, right? Am I right about that or all right, hey Cork Cookie. Um, but these are your words, Zach. So I'm using your words against you. And yet we're the liars because, I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't. You put all that money into that trip, supposedly. You claim that you took a picture of this and sent it off the RCMP. That's your words, dude. Your fucking words. You can't deny that. You put that in there. And we're nuts? Like I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm gonna put you guys up on this on the keyboard so you guys can see it better. Like there's your yard. Okay. Your buddy went and took a picture. Your buddy Jeff took a picture. Everything. His name's Bobra. It's coming to my channel trying to rat you out, but he's actually playing both sides. See, there's a picture of the a better picture. I have had it, but that's your picture that you claim there was a noose, but that was in your yard, dude. Whoop. Sorry, Dylan. I already did you. And here's the video. You can see the noose and everything, the post in between the two trees, in between there. That's your buddy, dude. The buddy you come over and let him come over and have a drink. See, you pissed a lot of people off, Zach, and you're not well liked like you think you are. But he's a little two-faced, Tambourine. Very two-faced. So there's a video, right, of your yard. There's a noose, clear as day, but we're lying, right? We're the liars. What's this? You didn't send any documentation in, but Zach, but you still claimed revenue. See? You had members. I was even a member. See? There's my member. It was taken away from you. They demonetized you. You got super chats from people. And it went on since September, dude. You got $300 for them. But yet you didn't make any revenue? You didn't make any money? Like, dude, you even said so yourself. You made $290. These are your words, Zach. Your fucking words. Black and white, man. I don't know what to tell you. Now, I want to get into another thing. I believe that the car is actually being, I think they just slapped the plates on it. I think maybe the car may exist in your yard, maybe, you know. But if it does, according to Jeff, he says the car does exist. And he sent me some pictures last night. He drove by your house and took a video, dude, to show the basically he had your back to let you know that I'm whatever it may be. I don't know. I don't care at this point. But if there is a car in your yard, Zach, it's been illegal, attained. Because this is why. Here's your criminal record, Zach. You've been driving around with no driver's license. You've been caught driving around with no license. You have no ID. LE law enforcement can back this up that you did not go to Nova Scotia because you had no ID. You have no driver's license. You asked for people back in November, December to get ID, and you've asked for $75. It costs no more, Zach, than $30 to get an ID, even less than that to get ID. And then you claim that your bank account, you got to make sure your bank account's okay so you can get your money from YouTube. Well, you can't get a bank account without ID. But that's your criminal record. But that's not all though. I've got your mother's. Your mother's been caught driving around with no insurance. How can you get a car without insurance? You need the insurance first before you can get the car. So you would have to slap a temporary sticker on it, or or a plate for that matter. So did you steal the plate, Zach? That's your mom's criminal record. That's all your mom. Excuse me. She's been, just recently, December 24th, 2024, is a court date. She went to court because she was driving around with no insurance. You're lucky your car wasn't impounded. This is my contact again, Zach, that told me you don't stay there for free. You still got to pay rent there. So if you're paid up till June, that's kudos to you. But it doesn't mean that on the 26th of June you're going to stay. The landlord wants you out. He made it very clear. So how did you pay rent and paid for your car, Zach? Where'd you get the money for that? If you didn't get it through your channel, because I know you're just starting out your channel. So where'd you get the money for that? Was that the money from your supposed trip that you were going to Nova Scotia in that you didn't go? Because we know you didn't go, Zach. LE will back it up that you didn't go. I'm waiting for a phone call for that tip, Zach, from the RCMP. They have your contact information. I just feel like I'm wasting my time talking to air, you know, because you just want to come up with another lie, Zach. We didn't have access to the channel, Zach. He tried to get me into, try to help my babies, aka my mama chipmunk, and you claim that we had full access. We didn't have full access. You made me a moderator, yeah. You try to make me an admin in the Facebook group, but I wasn't an admin there. I can back that up. And then you tell Mama Chipmunk that there was a glitch. You took that away from her, which she had access to. This is messages between me and somebody. I'm not gonna say who. I know who it is. I'm not gonna say who. That just confirms that your mom's act has been charged with multiple charges of operation of a vehicle without insurance, and she's got financial judgments against her as well. So you definitely may have a car. She also have a assault and battery charge in April of 2022. This is your criminal records act. You and your mom's. This person's telling me about that can back it up. So it's not AI generated. Nothing's AI generated. Anything that we grabbed was wide open for us to take. Wide open. Your Facebook, your YouTube channel, everything that you said, it's like anything you say can be used against you because it's all recorded. And now you're starting up another channel? I'll be damned if you start scamming it again, Zach. You're fine and dandy to have a channel. I don't give a shit if you're gonna reach your 50 subs or not. I don't give a shit. But you're gonna start scamming. I'm coming back. And you're not gonna like how I do it. Believe me. I've sent you a letter, Zach. It's coming. A registered letter. And I hope you do a video of that. Because that's the only receipt you've actually showed. Or will show. Because you won't back anything up. This is one of the many conversations I had with you, Zach. I'm not kidding. I have stuff. That was a happy conversation. You finally got back to me after, you know, after your tires got slashed, your supposedly, and you were stuck at a Dunkin' Donuts with your mom while you were grocery shopping, and you found the air plug or the air tag or whatever. That's what that is. I can pull up the whole screen recording of our conversation, Zach, and there was not one threat in there. I can pull up our email, Zach. There was no death threats in there. And you claimed that I said that you would, as soon as you stepped on the plane, you would you would draw your last breath. Is that your exact words? And you claim I threatened you. Well, I never threatened you, Zach. I did nothing but supported you. I even tried to give you emails through Please Bring Me Home to contact you for you to contact them, but you did fuck all about it. I did nothing but help you. All of us mods that I have right now helped you in some certain way to help your channel out. That's my point. And just because we couldn't give you a few dollars and then you fucking ghost us because I'm Canadian, I don't have Cash App, but you managed to get money that way, didn't you? You got helping hands to figure out how to get you MoneyGram. And then you figured out a way to get money from Shannon, who lives in Australia. And you were pretty hard on her. And Summer Breeze has been hard on her as well in Clutch and Pearls, attacking her. Calling us liars, calling us anything. But do you have any receipts, Summer Breeze, to back anything up? Obviously, you don't. I could tell you that much. This is all the people you've harassed, Zach, in Messenger. Look, look at the mile wide message you left. Looking for money. Zoom in on it. It says he's looking for money. He's begging for money on the side. What are they going to do, Zach, if Summer Breeze and Helping Hands stop helping you? Then what? Are you going to block them out too? I bet you will. That's the other thing. You go on there and you tell people that you're an empath. Empaths don't do that to people and they don't brag about being an empath. You're a full blown narcissist. You like Cartman from South Park so much, Zach? That's what I think of you. It is Cartman from South Park. There's Zach sitting on the toilet like he usually does his remote viewing sessions in his bathroom, taking a shit. Did you predict that one, Zach, in your remote viewing session? Hey, Direct Current, how's it going? Summer Breeze, you're a fucking joke. And you leave Shannon alone. Give me a sec. Empaths don't sit there and claim that they're empaths. Narcissists do that. Just so you know, Zach. Matt Brown impacted your life? Okay. I'm not familiar with Matt Brown. I could care less. But I know you take people's material and then claim it as your own, and then you claim that you're this true crime expert, and you're not. We both know you're not. I've seen you sit in people's chats, and including Justin and Mike the Man. I've seen you in there when I got to know you. I've seen you in Sunny's as well, trying to take people's content and then turn around pretending it's yours. 13 years of remote viewing session. You're full of shit, Zach. And the stories you tell people, it's funny. This is a Baroba guy. Who happens to be Jeff. They were actually, I would show the article, but there is an article on it through Wichita. Apparently, they called some random woman in Florida. They completely harassed her um, and claimed that it pretty much said some pretty harsh things to this woman. She pressed charges, and then all of a sudden, Jeff was the one that took the charge. But apparently, it was Zach that took his phone and was doing all the calls, according to his buddy. Hey, yes, ma'am. Well, yes, ma'am. If you want to talk about something else, we can. I'm actually pretty open with that. I don't have any content right now at this point. I am working on other content. However, I do have a life. No offense. I did talk about Darian today. I know you're bugging me. I get you, yes, ma'am. I'm actually going to go on a search on the 23rd of um of this month. I'm gonna go help find uh Darius MacDougall again. So I'm going down there again on the 23rd of this month. Hoping to hopefully getting to help. If you, hey, hopefully maybe you can do me a favor. Yes, ma'am. You're pretty popular in some of the channels. Can you put it out there to um anybody that's from Please Bring Me Home to contact some people that's searching for Darius? They applied like 3 times. So They need help. It's a pretty big group from Facebook, and, problem is they're about a little bit older than I am, and I'm 50. Sometimes they do. I know Damien's been hanging around quite a bit, but I don't really talk to Damien much lately, so he pops in here and there. I believe Yes Ma'am's in Saskatchewan. Is that correct? Anyways, get the word out. If anybody can email me any advice how to speed up the process, they're desperate and they need help. Uh, Police have been out there. Ground search and rescue have been out there. They would like to get Please Bring Me Home out there. They have applied, and um, I can do that. I can give you the Facebook group. You'll have to give me a day or two though. Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't have to do that. Maybe I could do it right here. What am I doing? Let me pull up my Facebook and let me find the group. Texas Quality. Hmm. Oh, just give me a sec. It's Darius Warrior Search Team on Facebook. I'm a member there. I don't want to give her name out, but she's an admin there, and they're from the Lethbridge area. Um, Damien, yeah, Texas Equisearch. Okay, you found it. Okay, I am a member there. It's Darius MacDougall Warriors. Um, her name's right there in the moderators. I'm not putting the name out there. So so yeah, if you could put it out there. Um, Not out in YouTube land, but I don't know, maybe I've tried reaching out to um I'm hoping Charmaine will get back to me too as well. I offered to do like a boots on the ground for Charmaine. So I even asked her if she wanted to come out and search, but I know she's been pretty busy, so with other stuff. So I was hoping that I hope she'll reach out to me and call me today. She said she would, so I'm hoping to find I got a friend. They're looking for people with quads as well. Um, there's a big ground search that they wanna search, I guess, so out in that area. I've been out there already, so I'm not sure why. I have tried. I've tried to get some of the family on, Charmaine's tried to get the family on, and then we end up getting ghost. That's all I can tell you. That's what I think. I think there's just way too much drama with the family and with the searchers and, the people that wanna help, and it just seemed like the family are not interested in searching for Darius, so we'll leave it there. And I'm not trying to be here to make money. I'm not here to in fact, my if anything I earn, if I get monetized, it's actually going to ground search and rescue or even please bring me home. So any donations I take will be going towards that because that's the cause. It's looking for these missing people and missing children, right? So it is sad. And it's sad. Look at Jack and Lily. Jack and Lily, look at the case with Jack and Lily right now. It's pretty much similar to what Darius is going through. So pretty much same, almost the same thing to a T, but it's less people inserted compared to Darius. So, well, that's what I suggested. And yes, ma'am, I did got in contact with a family member back in December. I think it was after the fact that I got Nick to come on the Charmaine show. And it turned out that she just started to ghost people. She talked to me for a little bit and then she ghosted me. It was one of the aunts. And at one point, I was talking to the grandmother, and she started ghosting me. So, it's just a lot of drama going on in there, I think, and between the family and the searchers. And all the searchers want to do is help. They just want to find Darius and get it done and over with. So, some of the searchers have actually reached out for help with "Please bring me home," and nobody's got back to them. I suggested that the family would do it. According to the family, they applied 3 times, and they've heard nothing back. So, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Well, that's why there's a lot of drama, right? You know what I mean? Yes, ma'am? So, it's just the whole thing is odd. Just really odd. And he's got a big family too, Darius, so yeah, please do if you could. Yes, ma'am, I appreciate that. And get back to me when you can, email me or something or message me. You know where to find me. So, or even you can contact one of the mods in that Facebook group as well. So, hopefully you add yourself to it. But she's put it out there for the 23rd. I'm going to go out there on the 23rd and help. So, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. I really do. Hopefully, Charmaine will reach out to me as well. So, I think they do want to help, but I don't know. Like, it's just the whole thing is just weird to me, and there's just so many stories. The stories are inconsistent of where Darius could be. It went from one extreme to the next. People have said he's wandered off. People have said that he drowned. Some people have said that he wandered off. Some people have said that he never made it to the campsite. Um, so, but when you do, if you contact, please bring me home. And if they get back to you, yes, man, keep me posted on that too, as well, please. I appreciate it because I'm curious. Hey, Trude, how's it going? Hey, Violet, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. I've seen you out and you're in the boat in the chats, but haven't had a chance to say hi to you. Glad you're here. Hope you stick around. Awesome. Good to hear that. Another friend of mine, her son has one. He's autistic, low verbal, 24 years old. My friend whose son passed was around 10 years old. Oh, shit. Sorry to hear that. You're at work? Oh, awesome. I hope your day goes quick for you. Hey, L'Oreal. Hope your day goes quick for you, Violet. Tomorrow's TGIF. So hopefully in the next few days I can get this whole thing figured out with StreamYards. Hope I can find Damien one day. He mentioned something about another program to use and it's actually free. So I'm looking more into that too, but I don't recall what he said. What was free? Something is off. Yeah. I know Justin's going to be on in a couple hours too. He's got some receipts as well of the Jack and Lily case. So I'm kind of curious what he's got. I might pop in there for a bit today. See how collection pearls. My son is autistic as well. He used to take off often when little. Yeah. I have a neighbor that has autism as well. Their son, he's about 5, I say, 5 or 6 maybe. And he always wandering off. They're always calling him. They're always trying to chase him down and try to grab him. When did your son go missing, Andrea? If it's a touchy subject, we don't have to talk about it. It's all good. It's up to you. 2012. He was found in 3 days later. Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That means a lot. Should I make another coffee? Probably not. I think I'm coffeeed out. Oh, fresh air. Cloudy day. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Andrea. Yes, ma'am. Why would they want to do it? I don't know. I'm not sure your meaning. People are sick. Yeah, I agree. Andrea, there are so many hurtful people out there hurting others makes me want to snap. Yeah. Flower, the world is so effed up. Yep. Sure is. I know what you meant. I said world. Flower. But at least you guys can come to a channel and we can back up our receipts, because we show receipts. That's what my channel is based on. So you'd probably be in jail, yes, ma'am. No. I don't have children of my own. I do have nieces and nephews, so I get where you guys are coming from. And it's a shame, like kids that go missing and shit, and whether they're found or they're not found, you know? So, but any mother would be out there searching for their kids. Like, why wouldn't I not be? You know what I mean? Justice will come. This guy has been bragging about it recently. Uh, you got great. Oh, congrats, Trude. You got 3 grandchildren this last year. Nice. For God's sake, you try to help people, then they harm your loved ones. Nasty piece of work. Don't worry. He will get his reckoning. How old was your son? How old was your son, Andrea? It was 2 weeks before his 17th birthday, grade 12. Holy shit. Crazy. My dog out here? Oh, yeah. So, oh, got to relax now on the couch. The only closest thing I had was I supposedly could have had a daughter, and I was with somebody, and when I was younger, probably around 18, 19, um, she got pregnant, lied to me for the longest time. Uh, we went through how many paternity tests, and she went tried to come after. She was all about the money, and I wanted to have a relationship. It turned out to be not my child, and she had me convinced for years it was my child, and I was the bad person. I wasn't the help, like, and I tried to make arrangements. She tried to take me through family maintenance and everything, and I just wanted proof because she had a very promiscuous life, and slept around a lot, um, and it turned out that I wasn't the dad after all, and that hurt. So that's the closest thing I had. So the girl showed up at my at one of my family members' work, and um, we got talking for about a week or two, and then at that time she was 18, just getting out of high school. She was going to go to university, and I think they were looking. Her mom was disabled. Her husband now, her stepdad or her mom's husband turned out to be disabled as well, and living off a disability. And they didn't have the money to afford to go to university, I guess, for her. And she had scholarships and stuff. I think they were looking for a handout, and it turned out to be that. It just turned out to be that it wasn't the case at all. I wasn't the father at all, and I gave her a couple of tips that who could have been the father, and that's the last I heard from it since. So you try to be in somebody's life and they deny you, and then all they're about is money, all about is money and support and stuff. I had no issues helping out and taking accountability for my actions, right? And it takes two to tango, and you know there was no need for any of that. All we had to do was figure it out and be the adults, right? And at that time frame, and it didn't turn out that way. So Tambourine and Henry, when the scumbag gets caught, we're all showing up at your place to give you hugs. Yep. I'm 8 hours away. 8 hour drive away. So the only update I can give you guys is that, you know, I'm hoping to go out searching for Darius on the 23rd. Or sorry, yeah, the 23rd of this month, hopefully in a couple weeks. Um, hopefully they can get help from Please Bring Me Home. Hopefully, for Darius. Um, uh, all I wanted to do was call on Zach shit this morning. I hope I did that with my receipts to back it up. Zach has not shown one receipt whatsoever, and yet people buy into his bullshit, which kind of sucks. Which is fine, Danny, I guess. I guess people like drama. But we are working on other content. I'm also working on other content. My mods are working on other content as we speak. We do have a couple of targets in mind, other than you know who, and I will keep you guys updated on that. Um, as the 26th comes closer, draw to or near, what happens with Zach and his mother, and if they're still going to be at that house or not. They claim that they paid money up to June, which is not true. Um, I'm getting another update next week from the landlord, and I'm also getting another update from this person that I'm in contact with. So I will have more updates. But other than that, we are working on something where we can get rid of Zach permanently. All we need is your guys' receipts. If you were a victim of Zach and you've given Zach money, please do email me before tomorrow. I'll get the girls to email you guys, or sorry, drop my email in the chat. Um, but we need some kind of receipts where thanks, Mama Chipmunk. Um, some kind of receipts where you're giving them money. Don't be you will not your name will not be used. Uh, and we'll leave it right there. Email me anything, any receipts whatsoever where you given Zach money for anything. They weren't donations as far as I know, what I could tell, because I pulled up receipts where he was begging for money. So he was messaging people on the side and asking for money that way. There were times where he was literally crying on the phone at one point. So I've even had people from the chat group, their um the Facebook groups, the Wichita Facebook groups have messaged me quite a bit, and they don't speak highly of Zach or his mom. I could tell you that much. So the word's kind of out. I don't want to screw up somebody's life. It's just that, you know, however, I don't feel for somebody who has to beg for money constantly and for false pretenses. He hasn't shown any receipts whatsoever. I have, and yet we're labeled as liars, and I'm getting a little tired of it, to be honest. Hey, Ernestine, Oakley, I'm glad to see you. I've seen you in Netchie's chat, by the way. I was disgusted when he made a phony video of his phony search in Nova Scotia on May 1st. Then he made a phony video from his supposed motel room on the night of May where he talked about going to the rally. Yep. He even tried to get Seawood to try. Seawood even offered him a ride to pick him up from his hotel room and give him a ride to the rally and everything, and he wouldn't go. Any receipts that you guys have, Jerry Lynn's posted my email again. Please do email me. Anything that you have donated Zach to his fake trip to a fake funeral or anything for that matter. Any money that you've given him, don't be ashamed. I was scammed for not through Zach, but a different scam a few years back. It was 12 grand actually, and you know I get it. I've been there, but the way I see it is that you know you don't want that next person to be scammed, and you were at that rally and Zach was not there. This is disgusting, exploding to missing children. Ellie says Zach did nothing wrong. Bullshit. Um, Zach is a con artist, and I'm gonna answer that as delicately as I can. Zach is a con artist. He's more of a used car salesperson. He would make a good job at doing that because of his disability. Um, he needs to get a job and he needs to look at maybe getting into rehab because from what I see, you know, he's been caught popping pills, he's been caught snorting, he's been caught many on his lives. And now his channel is gone, his other channel, and now he's created a new channel. He's trying to reach 50 subs so that way he could start doing lives again and scamming more money off of people because now Ellie thinks 25,000 to them is petty, and Zach said that they were donations, kept saying they were donations and gifts. We say otherwise because we've got receipts that he was begging for money for people. So basically, I want the fucker gone, and he's like, he just won't go away, and he relies on YouTube and people. He takes advantage of people, not just with money, but also their feelings and their minds as well. And somebody like that is a full blown narcissist, and he needs to be gone, you know, and he needs to be taught a lesson as well, and he needs to be accountable for his actions and see the wrongs of what he's doing, and he doesn't see the wrongs what he's doing. Um, I've heard some stories about shenanigans. I really don't want to get in the mix of it, to be honest. I'm trying to avoid shenanigans and that group as much as possible. From what I heard, my understanding was they created a new monsters group, and now they've created another monsters group, Monsters of Accountability or something. So I don't know if she's kept the channel private. I don't honestly don't know. I could care less. Kudos to her, I guess, in a sense. So, but any of you guys have been scammed by Zach, you know, your names will be left out. Email me. I'll forward it off to the right person, and your name will be left out. And we're just putting something together that we can have his channel down, gone completely and permanently. Is our plan. We found a loophole. Well, everybody has the truth. Everybody wants to know the truth. Everybody wants to know what happened to Jack and Lily. I've been trying to avoid Jack and Lily as much as I can. If there's something intriguing, I will sit and watch. I think Clutch and Pearls had something going on later this afternoon about receipts or something like that. So I'm kind of intrigued about it. Um, it is a shame that Jack and Lily are missing. It's been over 13 months, so going on 14 months. July 2nd, I think it is. And it's a shame, but there's also missing cases that are out there that need it just as much as attention, like Darius MacDougall. I'm going out there again. I did go search for Darius a few weeks back. I'm going back out there again on the 23rd of this month. I'm hoping to get help this time. So I did reach out to a few people. I'm hoping they did apply for Please Bring Me Home, and I'm hoping that they'll get in contact with Please Bring Me Home and they get that help, right? So, you know, but mainly my channel is based on catching grifters and exposing grifters. I will do small missing cases here and there. Um, when we don't have anything, but we are working on some more content. Because there's other things to talk about besides giving Zach a podium. So Nova's been very gracious. If you watch her last live, she addresses the topic of the channel. She's just not sure when it will be back running. Hmm. Is that tea time or is that Monsters Accountability? I am willing to help out some creators as well as they're willing to help me. I really don't care if I reach 1,000, if I get monetized or not. I just want to put, if people want to sub up, great. That's awesome. I would like to hit 500 by the end um, of this month. I am getting there. I'm around, I think I'm 352 at some point, and I would like to get 500 by the end of the month, and we're only at the 11th, so we haven't seen the accountability channel for a while. Okay. I don't mind Nova, don't get me wrong. I sat in Nova's. I can remember even sitting in Granny's. Remember Granny's True Crime? I think it was. I can remember, but her name was Granny, and I sat in with Granny, and I liked Granny. I miss Granny, but Granny hasn't been on for a long time, and I know she had a lot of health issues, so I hope she's doing okay. But her and Nova were very close, and I remember that's where I met Nova. So well, hopefully soon I can start getting memberships. I got to get to 500 first, right? And then go from there and see where we're at. So, We know Ginger Mom has a new handle, and I'm assuming Shannon has a new or Shenanigans has a new one to go has a new one as well. Just your guess? Yeah. If they do, they do. You know, they've been, staying away from me and I've been staying away from them. Uh as for Nichi, is up and still running too? Okay. Well, whether all that horse fiasco is true or not, my opinion is that abuse is abuse. If hopefully, you know, if she's not involved with it and it's a fake account, hey, cool, right? But, on the other hand, at least, if it was a fake account, it was a fake account. You know what I mean? I'll take her word for it. So, you like the grifters, scammers aspect, Rob, and you will with some true crime on the side? Yeah. And tea time? Yeah. Um, I'm not here for drama. I'm not here for tea time. I'm here for pointing out who's doing what for grifting. And like I said, we have more content that we're working on. It's going to take a few days. Uh, we're also working on trying to get rid of Zach for good, permanently. So, and we did find a loophole. That's my goal. So I want him gone. There were times where he actually sat in chats and whether it was Mike the Man or even Justin's chat or even Dolly's for that matter, excuse me, he would sit in on their content and take their content and twist it around in his own words. So I seen him do it. I don't think MOA was ever verified as her other channel for sure, but the cryptic message of a new monsters channel made us think. Yep. You don't think you ever saw Granny? Granny was cool. She had music like she would have dance breaks and stuff, so it was kind of cool. And it would always be country music. I don't know if you guys remember her, but I remember her really well. She's a nice lady. She was her and Nova were very close at one point. So, but I took a little break from Nova. I know help Nova was having some health problems, and her husband were having health problems or something. So I kind of took a break from her. So no, I'm kind of doing my own thing. I did start up the wolf pack, and then I was outed. Long story short, things were kind of twisted on me, making me look like the bad guy, and all I was doing is trying to help. I thought we were all on the same team, and I was made it sound like I was a two-faced backstabber, and I wasn't. So I was only trying to help people, and then it got to the point I realized that we were on one big the mega panel back in November, December, and what happened to that? You know what I mean? And then now everybody's attacking each other and shit. And then Anita inserted herself, and it's just what happened to now. There's nothing really to talk about but drama, and drama boosts up your views. So if I wanted to do that, I'd just turn on the TV and turn on Days of My Lives or Days of Our Lives or watch Jerry Springer. You know, so So I'm very limited who I watch now. I mainly watch either Charmaine's channel or I watch Justin's channel, and that's it. So I kind of dropped off from Nietzsche for a while. I'll admit that. I didn't mind Nietzsche. I even modded for Nietzsche at one point. So she was referring to tea time. That Nova was referring to Rob. That's why I put tea time there in the chat. Okay. So she was referring to tea time. You just summed it up, drama. Yep. If I do get monetized, my money's going towards donating. If anything, that's how money is important to me. It's not really. Um, if I get memberships, great. If I get super chats, whatever, even better. Um, but I rather donate to organizations like Ground Search and Rescue for Alberta or Ground Search and Rescue for Nova Scotia or even Please Bring Me Home. So people are actually going out there and making a difference. That's what, and volunteering their time. They're not getting paid to do it. So, excuse me. But those are my views. I kind of stepped away from Jack and Lily for a while. So, it's just got too much with the drama. So, here and there I'll watch, I'll listen, a little bit here and there. I feel for Jack and Lily. I want Jack and Lily found as everybody else. I was always been on team Jack and Lily. It's just amazing how certain content creators that are out there and they're just in it for the clicks and views and for the drama. And I'm not there for that. Um, maybe I would say when I first inserted myself, I was, but the more I learned and the more I got to know people, um, everyone has everyone was together. Now it's a bit of a crap show, unfortunately. Yes. Yeah, I don't miss Jerry Springer. I was more of a Maury guy, actually. You're not the father, or that was a lie, or you know what I mean. Now it's Steve. I think it's Steve Wilkos or whatever his name is. He used to be the bouncer on Jerry Springer. So, but yeah, Maury was kind of cool. I remember my mom when we went to school. We used to watch Another World all the time. Besides Days of Our Lives, we watched Another World. I think it was Canadian. I think it was Canadian. I can't remember, but Canadian soap opera, and my mom would watch it all the time as we were kids, and um, my mom would record it for us so we can watch it when we got home as we got older. So it was Another World, and she would watch Days of Our Lives, and we would watch them both. Yes, for that channel that may or may not return. Yes, she's getting involved personally with the players involved. Can complicate things. Nova is good-hearted, I believe. Yeah, she always been good-hearted. It's just that Nova has kind of been, I know she's had a lot of health issues and stuff, including and her husband as well. And she's mentioned it many times. And I just kind of slipped back and doing my own thing. So it was nothing against her. So, but yeah, she's always been kind. So I got nothing bad to say about Nova. I just choose to stay away. I just, I have selective people who I listen to. Once in a while, I'll sit and make demands. Other than that, I'll watch the odd Nietzsche recording here and there, but that's about it. If anything, now I try to hit up Melissa, or I hit up Charmaine, or I hit up Justin. And that's where I'm at from right now. So Judge Judy was actually hilarious, Andrea. It was funny. She'd sit there and yell at the frickin' whoever. It was funny how she did it, but it was very blunt and very to the point. So that's what I liked about Judge Judy. Now they got these weird frickin' shows on now. So now I just got rid of TV and now I stream. I got rid of cable. I don't, yes, and Becca. And Becca's up there, Jasmine's up there, and MJ's up there. I try to catch them when I can. Well, yeah, I've just been really busy. I would like to do another super panel again, but this time actually have moderators besides MJ and myself. When it comes to Darius, at least, anyways. The people who actually were involved and actually did lives about Darius. Becca was a huge part of helping us with Zach, and I'll never forget for what she did for us. But she's been a huge, huge, huge part, and her sister, Veronica as well. So I do try to catch one of her lives when I can, or well, she hasn't done it live in a while. It's more recordings and stuff. I try to catch a recording if I can. But lately, we've been busy trying to get more content out besides talking about the Tranquil Psychic, and that's where we're at with that. So, plus, we found a couple loophole. Well, we found a loophole that we can hopefully get rid of Zach for good. Zach for good. But all we need is your guys' help. We need anybody who's given Zach money for false pretenses when it came to the funeral, when it came to his fake trip to Nova Scotia, to where it came from, um, anything, even his car, the car back in March. Tried to get money for a car, and then his dad caught him. Didn't have a car. He was walking towards the store the one day when he was supposed to be Nova Scotia and got caught red-handed. You know, there's a video of that. Um, I'm muted, but it's back. Oh, Tamarine, that's cool. I try to catch Mike the Man when I can. I've had people send me notifications all the time for Mike the Man. Um, I haven't, to be honest, I haven't sat in a Mike Demand show with Anita maybe in the last couple weeks. So Judge Judy is priceless. Yeah. I catch the odd one on YouTube. I'll watch the odd episode on YouTube or Judge Judy when I'm bored. So you're still here, L'Oreal? That's cool. So, but I am gonna go down again. I hate to remind people again. I am going down on the 23rd of June of this month to go help search for Darius. I hope that the word is out. Maybe we can get Please Bring Me Home involved. They did apply. I know they need to get family members involved. Whether they get involved or not, that's a different story. However, um, I think Darius needs a little bit more attention, just as much as Jack and Lily do at this point right now, considering he's been missing since September 21st. So that's okay. You had to feed yourself. That's okay, L'Oreal. I gotta go eat something too soon. I gotta plan dinner. Probably chicken, bacon, chicken, and fries, I think, tonight with a little bit of coleslaw. Hey, Wendy's. Good to see you. You had broccoli pasta? That sounds good. Well, you can always replay it, Wendy's. Um, but yes, Darius deserves attention. Zach and Lily need more attention too. Don't get me wrong. They've been getting a lot of attention. Um, I just wish we make it more about Jack and Lily and not what worrying about Daniel and worrying about you know who and you know you spent your life replaying Wendy's. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But yes, I'm trying to. Hopefully, the word gets out that maybe Nick might email the Facebook group and see where they're at. If they can send some searchers out here this way, that'd be great. More searchers, the better for Darius. Um, we're also working on something. We're more content for our. We're working on a couple of. We've got a couple of targets in mind. Um, we'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully, I can figure out the whole StreamYards thing. Maybe I can find something cheaper that I can use. I've got a song picked. I've got a banner picked. I'm all ready to go. I'm ready to fly, but I'm ready to grow even more and bring more content and not sit here and make my content more about Zach and put him on a pedestal. I'm done doing that. So just seems like he wants to come on. He complains and the more he complains and he complains about us, that I have to defend myself. So and I'm the one bringing receipts out. Trail hiker asked if you wanted him to advocate to get unmuted, but I said no thanks. I stand by what I said. Anita, you're not a doctor. That got me booted. I've worked in mental health and addictions. Oh yeah. I hear you, Tamarine. I think I'm kind of blocked from Mike the Man, but it is what it is. But I could still listen to this stuff here and there, but I just choose not to. Funny story, Anita actually mentioned my name at one point, said she knew me, and um, I don't know any of her whatsoever. I'm not from Nova Scotia. I live in Alberta, and I don't know any of these people. Um, I have talked to people from Nova Scotia besides Nova and besides um, Shenanigans, people involved in the case, and I have talked a little bit here and there with the RCMP. But other than that, not really, and not recently. And for her to say that, that's not wasn't uncool. That was pretty uncool. So, and over a mistake that I made back way back when I listened to people and got in the mix of the wrong people that and then I was shamed for it over two videos that I accidentally put out there. I didn't mean to. Um, it, Now if anybody sends me anything, I listen to it before I even consider putting it out there now. So, and I've been holding a lot of stuff. I'd rather give it to the RCMP than put it out online. So, like Zach's false tip that he put in was a prime example. So, but anywho, that all being said, and all I had to say for 2 hours, my 2 hours is up. So I'll try and come back tomorrow. If not, maybe Saturday, hopefully with a banner and a song. Hopefully with I've got some kind of program where I can share and not on my phone. Um and I hope you guys all come back. I hope you guys I hope you guys describe. Well, we'll call it Lupper. I call it Lupper. Lunch and supper. Lupper. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday. TGIF tomorrow. Maybe I may return tomorrow. If not, it'll be Saturday. So, hopefully with some new content this time. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Thursday to all you, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now. Cheers.